I'd like to call the City of Highwoods regular city council meeting to order for Tuesday, May 22nd. Nope. Strike that. I'm sorry about that. It's May 21st, 2019. It's 7:30 exactly. I can't believe we're staying on time.
Not really.
Roll call. Verizon system.
Alderman Faulkner.
Here.
Aspedarsky.
Here.
Lori. Levy.
Here.
Peterson.
Here.
Slavin.
Here.
Okay, everyone please rise for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. In pre-session, we did go through the minutes, no changes or comments. So if I get a motion to approve 3.1, the city council meeting for May 7th.
So moved. Second.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? 3-2, committee of the whole meeting for May 7th, 2019. Motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
Motion, and you pick your second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. We have no appointments this evening. We are looking at a couple appointments for next week. Approval of the warrant list. We had a question. We didn't have any changes, did we?
No.
Okay. Motion to pay the bills, please.
So moved. Second.
Motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Alderman Peterson.
Aye.
Slavin.
Aye.
Levy.
Aye.
Faulkner.
Yes.
Aspedarsky.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next item on the agenda is public input for items not on the agenda that would like to address the city council. Okay. We'll go on to the next, which is the mayor's report. This evening, we are graced with the Lions Club, yes?
Yes.
Welcome. Come on forward, we have a proclamation for you. How should we do? You have a lot.
I'm good. Was the only one with the eye.
Yeah, right?
What do you do?
Well, congratulations. 90 years strong, huh?
Hello. Don't look a day over.
Oh, you're welcome.
Are they going to the podium? Or did you just hand it this height? Did you just hand it to it?
Yeah.
You
Well,
cut.
have you guys hold this and that way you can. Everyone over there. Oh, let's go to the people.
Don't make the people come.
That's right, all right. Here we go, mayoral proclamation honoring the Highland Park and Highwood Lions Club on their 90th anniversary. Whereas the Lions Club International is the world's largest service organization, comprised of 47,000 clubs and 1.4 million members in 20 countries. And whereas the mission of the Lions Club International is to empower volunteers to serve their communities, meet humanitarian needs, encourage peace, and promote international understanding. And whereas the Highland Park Highwood Lions Club is celebrating their 90th anniversary of service for the betterment of humanity on Friday, May 17th, just occurred, 2019. And whereas the Highland Park Highwood Lions Club in 1929 with Charter Night began on June 3rd. And whereas the Highland Park Highwood Lions Club held its first Candy Day in 1958, wherein 60% of the collection is sent to Lions of Illinois Foundations to be used for the prevention of blindness, with the remaining 40% being used locally for both blind and deaf activities. And whereas the Highland Park Highwood Lions continue to give and serve the community by collecting and recycling used glasses, supporting the educational endeavors of the Highland Park and Highwood students through college scholarships, and providing funding assistance with eye exams and glasses for School District 112 students. And whereas the Highland Park Highwood Lions Club has collected more than 180,000 pair of eyeglasses, a leader amongst lion clubs throughout the United States. Now therefore, I, Charles Picaro, the Mayor of Highwood, do proclaim that May 17, 2019 is the Highland Park Highwood Lions Club Day. Good, thank you. Congratulations.
Mayor Picaro, city staff, and the community. This is our 90th year. However, just want to make a couple of points if I can take the
Yeah,
time to do
absolutely,
so.
please. Take it.
So the Lions Club is the largest service organization in the world. It started off with programs for the blind. And people say, well, why didn't you take our classes? Well, we went on to the visually impaired. The two leading causes of blindness are diabetes, okay, bad water overseas. We have a day in the United Nations, a seat that speaks for us. We have a day in the White House. So we are the largest service. The point I want to mention is, so we have programs for the blind, visually impaired, hearing impaired, and now the latest logo is We Serve. And we serve because we want to get programs beyond just, helping the visually impaired. When we serve the community, we want to give every program possible that it somehow forms into service, and that's what we do. So the Lions Club locally here started off at the Highland Park. Then we took on Highwood because it was only appropriate to do so. So we're still in 90th year. And in that light, what I'm suggesting to the Highwood, which I did in Highland Park, we do service things such as we put a bench at the train station. Or you were there. We've done some at the nursing home, right? And if any of my Lions members, this is Pete Sherman, our lineman, and Rick Shoemaker. He's been there 10 times more years than I have, right? I don't mean to make you that old, but you have, right? But there's true servicemen. Candy Day. Yes, so our money, the one thing about our glasses, well, why do we need glasses? Well, we refurbish them to the lenses of the prescription and send them overseas. And you know what's interesting about the Lions Club? You know who has more clubs than anybody else? The countries that have less. Isn't that funny? You know that. Pardon me? Yeah. So they have less. Okay, they have less. They have less, but they have more clubs,
Right.
and that's really hard to take. What I want to encourage in this community here is to dedicate service. So we started a Leo's Club in the Highland Park High, and I like to start one locally in the schools here. Leo's Club is a junior version of the Highwood Lions. In today's society, what do we do when we want to volunteer? And not that we don't need it, we write checks, right? Here's a check, everybody needs the funds. What we really like to do is to have community service. And when we're younger, where does volunteering start? It has to start at the youth level. Our mentors when we're young are our teachers, our parents, the other 8 hours a day we sleep. So we need to encourage volunteerism at the youth. Because once you learn it at the youth, then you've got it in your bloodstream. And so I encourage, like I said, I just want to be clear, the funds are great. So what I want to suggest to the City of Highwood, we will do programs, fundraise, and if a portion can go back to the City of Highwood, it's a great town, we will do so. So if you have a program that can commemorate our 90th year, please suggest to us any program, such as Rick and I went out to help a community member take lumber out of his basement because of the flood. And so we went and did that. So if you have any community projects, I love physical work. That's just the way I am.
My wife
And
has a
we
to-do
got to
list.
do it.
My wife has a to-do list.
No, not that kind. No, I did that for 27 years. No, I don't want to do this. I want to serve the community, the needy people. Okay, such as we did, Rick. We painted the staff room at the local school.
Oak Terrace.
Pardon me?
It was Oak Terrace.
Yeah, we painted the staff room, right? Because it hadn't been painted for
Couple
years.
rooms.
Yeah, we did other things like that. I'll stop there. Do you guys, Lions, want to add anything? You always have something to say.
Great job.
Yeah, Gerb, I just want to add, you asked me to say something nice about you, and I wanted to say thank you for Dustin.
Yes.
What? You want to say something what?
You asked me to say something nice about you, and I just
It's
said,
your son.
I want to thank you for him.
Oh, thank you. And he said, "Dad, don't say anything about me. I wasn't about to, but thank you."
Well, it's kind of about you.
Yeah, well, he's my boy.
Indirect,
He's my
indirect.
boy.
Thank you, guys. Congratulations.
Yeah, great. Thank you so much, guys.
Congratulations.
And you know what? I really gotta thank him because I called on Sunday and he did it on Sunday. Thank you so much.
That's great. All right. Thank you, Lions. Congratulations on 90 years. Jumping down, no committee reports, treasurer's report, a couple of weeks. Move to new business. I'm like, I don't know if they're going to, let's see if I can lead them to it. All right, so I'll read them and then you guys tell me which ones you want.
For the resolutions,
12-1, consideration of a resolution approving ARC application for Billy's Garage at 401 Sherwood Road.
No, we just do it.
12-2, consideration of a resolution approving an ARC application for signage at Donna Patty's Restaurant located at 848 Sheridan Road. We have 12-3, consideration of a resolution approving an ARC application for signage, including a variation to the city code for variations, we have to vote on. Or can that be on those two? Variation to city code, maximum number of permitted words on facade for the wall sign at Phoenix Family Healthcare at 130 Washington Avenue. And then 12-4, consideration of a resolution approving an ARC application for outdoor seating, area signage including a variation to the city code to allow an additional wall sign at Papa Willie's Barbecue at 148 Green Bay Road. Those four, correct? Or the consideration of the facade improvement grant? That's money, so no.
Well, you're gonna do a roll call anyway, so.
Shouldn't 12.3 be an ordinance because of the variance?
Doesn't have to be.
No. Okay,
we
good.
can do it everything but 12.6 and 12.8, we can do it on those with everything but those.
Correct. 7?
6 and 8.
Can't do 7.
Why?
Well, money.
39,250.
Roll call?
We could do a roll call and I'm gonna say.
All right then.
Raise
Okay.
it to 12.
Does he need to
Okay, good. So we read 12-6.
specify the conditions on any of the ARC recommendations? There were a couple that had conditions to remove window signage.
I think they were in the resolutions to begin with.
The only,
Except for
what was that one?
the Lucky Fish, which we're pulling separate.
Pull it now. 12.6 we're pulling in.
12.6 and 12.8 we'll do separately, everything else can be included in the omnibus.
So then we gotta read 12.7. 12.7, 12.9, yeah.
And 12-5. Consideration of a TIF facade improvement grant for Papa Willie's Barbecue. 12-7 is a consideration of a motion accepting the offer of engagement from BKD LLP to provide auditing services for the city of Harvard for fiscal year ending April 30th, 2019, in amount not to exceed $39,250. And finally, the last one is 12-9, consideration of motion waiving competitive bidding and directing the city manager to enter into an agreement with Pipe Vision Incorporated in the amount of $25,000 to line the sanitary sewer at Everett's Place. Those are the ones we were taking, right? Motion?
So we need a motion to take 12, 4, 5, 7, and 9 as an omnibus.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Motion and a second for, got all those, 12-1?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, roll call please, on taking him as an omnibus.
Right.
Alderman Fahlberg,
Yes.
Aspedarski,
Aye.
Peterson,
Aye.
Slavin,
Aye.
Libby.
Aye.
Okay. Next, need a motion to approve.
So moved. Omnibus.
Omnibus. We have a motion and a second to approve the omnibus. Roll call, please.
Alderman Libby,
Yes.
Slavin,
Aye.
Peterson,
Aye.
Aspedarski,
Aye.
Fahlberg.
Yes.
It happened to be once.
You slipped and said aye, yes. And the last two remaining things on the agenda are item 12-6. This is consideration of an ordinance approving an ARC application for an existing pole sign and variation to the appearance code for the reopened Lucky Fish Restaurant at 514 Sheridan Road.
This one has changed.
This one has a few things, 4 things, correct?
It would be a motion to waive first reading and approve as amended to include the painting of the pole black, soft white LED lighting, and the hanging of the arrow sign underneath to match the color of the original, or the sign above.
So moved.
Second.
Those 3 or 4 things you
I
just.
thought there was a fourth one.
There's a fourth.
It was already in the ordinance that the words were
Remove
removed.
the word, yeah, it was
It
already.
was in the ordinance already, so there's oil trade. Tricky.
Waive first reading, motion to approve, motion and a second. Roll call.
Alderman Aspedarski,
Aye.
Peterson,
Aye.
Slavin,
Motion passes. Final item on the agenda, I believe is 12.8. 7:10 on this agenda? It is. It's consideration, would amend this motion, yes. Amending, 5-1A of the Highwood City Code, restaurants and mobile food dispensing services to clarify definitions, insurance requirements, restrictions, and fees. We took out a line, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah. Was the insurance, the mayor's ability to.
The insurance minimum will always be.
It was the line that we are removing, taking away my power, is that the insurance, a minimum sum of $1 million, and we're removing or such other amounts and requirements as may be acceptable to the mayor in his sole discretion. God, that's just power, just stripping. So that is removed.
Checks and balances.
What is it?
So moved. If you don't like it, I'll so.
We have a
Ask
motion.
Charlie, he can change it.
We-
Oh, wait, first reading.
As amended, we have a motion and a second. There goes the power out the window. Roll call, please.
Alderman Levy,
Aye.
Slavin,
Aye.
Osmodowski,
Aye.
Culver,
Yes.
Peterson.
Motion passes. No executive session, no motions coming out of executive, motion to adjourn. All in favor of adjourning?
Okay.
Okay.